Late night on the screen, got the city lights low. Sean B bringing truth to the stories below. From New York with grace and a mind so wise, she can see through the dark, she can read through the lines. Every clue, every name, every twist, every turn, she be digging down deep till the realness burns. For the ones left behind, for the pain unseen, she be lifting those voices in between the scenes. So like, share, subscribe, let the real ones roll. Sean B on the case, going straight for the soul. On YouTube she shines, bringing truth to the few. When the world stays quiet, she comes breaking through. Like, share, subscribe, let the story breathe. Sean B got the light that the people need. Ooh, Sean B, true crime, baby. Tune in. Now watch the truth speak.
Hey, y'all. Hello, Miss Trina. Hold on, babe. There you go. Hello. Wait a minute. You got yourself muted. Okay. Hello, Miss Trina. Thank you for
I'm
coming.
like, look at Sean, look at you, girl. You getting your StreamYard together. You said you was gonna learn the platform.
Yes, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying
Yes.
not. I'm trying not to throw my computer across the robe.
Just hit my 708 number. You know what I'm saying? And we can get on the call and I can, walk you through it. It's real easy.
Okay. Okay.
StreamYard and Restream is real easy. It just looks like a lot, but it's actually not. You know?
Yes, it can be very intimidating.
I think that might be a good video for me to do a break into.
Uh-oh. You unmuted yourself, babe. I mean, you muted yourself. Oh,
I
there.
said that might be a good video, doing breaking down a tutorial, Restream and StreamYard in 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yes, it would. And I could write it all down in my notebook.
Yes.
That would be a great, great tutorial to do. I am so glad you stepped up here, Trina. Trina, listen. I
Girl, I
listen.
was gonna come see about you because I did not like that shit last night. I
Yeah,
felt it was the motherfucking Victim Network Association, and they just spinning around trying to, add somebody to the drama saga. Cut that shit out. It
yeah,
is messy. The shit
I,
is always some shit that comes from there.
I was definitely trying to figure out, like, what in the hell is going on? Like, out of all people, me? What is going on here?
That's what I was like, Sean B. He don't even get loud. I know they ain't think they don't. I know they ain't think they was gonna have you out here bitching, motherfucking, and all that nigga shit. I know they ain't think you was gonna do that.
Well,
That ain't it. That is that girl. They wasn't finna get that. Now I would
no,
give a damn what they say.
no, they were not going
That's
to get
that's not you,
that. Mm-mm. It's not. It's not. Especially where it doesn't matter. That's just not me.
right? And when it's incorrect, you
Right.
know, and
Right.
and and they trying to make it seem like you came from a malicious place when they actually demonstrating what the hell you're talking about.
Exactly. Exactly.
Come on
Mhm.
now.
Yeah, that wasn't cool at all, but it's okay. It is all right. Like I said, last night was it. I will never explain myself again. People can think what they want to.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what
Hell
I
yeah,
mean?
all day.
All
It's
day long.
it's it's so unfortunate, but through this, bullshit, I see where the breakdown and disconnect is in the community. You know, that's why our communities are failing, because it's too many professional shit starters.
Exactly.
You
And
know,
I'm trying to do my part. I'm trying to do my part one live at a time and one friend at a time, just trying to bridge that gap. We need each other because the society don't give a fuck about our black asses. They
hell
don't.
no. Hell no. Michael Jackson saying that. They don't
Okay?
care about us.
They don't. They really don't. And, so, but all I can do is what I can do. I can, my husband told me last night, you can lead them to the water, Mom, but you can't make them drink it.
You sure can't.
You know.
You sure that you I lead them to the water, beat them in the back, push their face down in the water, pull their tongue out. They still don't want to drink shit.
You know.
Shit, they got me out here motherfucking, just losing my shit,
Yeah, I was afraid for you last night, Trina, because I've heard about your heart condition and then you said it last night, which confirmed it for me. And I'm like, God, she needs to calm down.
I did, because I'm not gonna even lie. I was feeling that pinch. You know what I mean? I was worried about myself, and I was like, nah, because that's gonna bring more anxiety. Leave that bullshit alone. Why is you even engaging in that demonic shit? Is, you know what I mean? They knew that they know that girl gonna be around. I know the girl a motherfucking professional stalker, okay, with a weird ass. So I ain't had no business coming on a panel where I see shit going down.
Yeah. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, everybody is going to believe what they want to anyway.
Yeah. And they gonna do what they want to and all that other stuff. And I'm not there for a long time.
Right.
I'm just there to make sure that, the proper arrests are made and I move on.
Exactly.
It's a lot of people who need help,
Yeah.
It's a lot of people who haven't gotten arrested in this city, for their loved ones, especially females. So it's a lot that gotta be done, but engaging with, people I know don't have the mental fortitude to even be arguing with, I'm not gonna do that. Like people, it's like they seem to me, everybody want to grab and put my name, Trina, people calling me, they looking for you. Look, if y'all can't have no business or alive without me, then I don't know what to tell you. I do not look for nobody
I know
when I go live.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Wholeheartedly. It's crazy. I was just worried. And I was so happy when you dropped down. I said, Lord, she got babies. You know what I mean? She got kids, man.
Right. So why am I investing my time in that shit? You see what I mean? I got nobody forcing me to do shit,
Absolutely.
And I don't have to do none of that. I know, after the situation keep presenting itself, then you inflicting the harm on your own self. When you constantly repeating and doing the same things with the same fucking people. It's a problem.
Yeah. That's why I left the saga that I was in with Naziah Harris. I was over there for 2 years. 2 years, almost 2.5 years. Okay. I was there until November of last year. He got arrested in 24. And I was there all that time in that saga. And I was sucked in and it was ugly. It really was. But I learned a lot. And that's why I can conduct myself the way that I am on my own channel, because I have learned a lot. I've seen some shit. And it's ugly and it's dark. And I said, no, I'm not having that on my channel. I'm not having it.
Yeah. And I don't want, see, it's like, and it's like the more you go back and forth, the more they feel like they know you and they
Mhm.
familiar with you, and they don't, motherfucker, you don't know me.
No.
You know, like you don't at all. I don't, you know, you're just fabricating an impression of me.
Mhm.
You know, you
Mhm.
don't know anything about me. So it's just like I can't give them that opportunity to think that we're learning each other. I don't mess with you.
Right.
And I'm gonna leave it like that.
Right.
If you
Right.
want to keep talking about me, talk.
That's what I said today. I will never explain myself again. I will never do that again. Right? I'm
It's a
just
trap. It's a
yeah.
trap because as soon as you start explaining yourself, that ain't good enough. As you can see, it's still an issue, and it's not like it was anything Hellified said. You only said it's messy. That's why
And
I said
that's
the
what I
fuck it
said
is.
earlier. That's and I heard you. I heard you behind me. You said "and it the fuck is," but that's what I said earlier when I did my live. The fact of the matter is it was still such a petty situation. If I
Correct.
said it or didn't say it, what difference does that make? That I said this is
Nothing.
messy or this channel is messy. What difference does that make? Like, how
No,
does that
like
food
that's
on
your
the
opinion.
table? Huh?
That's your opinion. That is messy. That's my opinion that the shit gets messy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people's opinion that it gets messy, including Maya.
My gosh. Well, I was the wrong person to pull into it. I was the wrong person because my reputation speaks for itself. So I don't know what was expected to happen last
It's
night.
gonna be, and it's gonna continue to be some shit. All you gotta do is wait.
Yeah, well, I'll be ignoring it because I'm not. I mean, they can say what they want to at this point.
I'm
Say,
definitely ignoring it. I see a
yeah,
lot of these younger girls and younger content creators, and I go through their stuff and I look and I see how they trying to nudge, poke the bear, and get into it and start their little beef sector. It's whack.
yeah.
You only gonna have a certain demographic that listen to that shit
Mm-hmm,
consistently.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you're gonna be stuck in that realm.
Yeah, and I'm not.
And
I'm not.
none of these women have come across my algorithm before Romika Blackman.
Right.
None of them. Never seen them in my life. None
Mm-hmm.
of them. Good or whether I consider them good or bad, I never seen them.
Yeah. Yeah. And the fact of the matter is, I really did. I thought that she and I were cool. I really did. She and I never had words, ugly words, sideways words, subliminals, nothing.
Correct.
Nothing. So I'm like, wait, what? Out of the thousands of people, my name gets called? I'm like, what?
Right.
Okay, this
Calling you
got to be
out
a
like
joke.
that. That was bogus as hell. Where's Sean? Because what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. So I hope whatever they thought they gained from that, I hope they got it because they'll never get my voice again.
Yeah,
I'm
that's some
done.
bullshit.
It is. It is. And it's very unfortunate because, although I wasn't over there often, when I was over there, I was either thoroughly entertained with the verses, the one verses that I ever sat in, which was the other night with Prince against Michael Jackson, and then the few times I've been up on a panel, the few times I've been in the chat. But I've known about the channel. You know what I mean? But I
Of
have my
course.
own and I have a life. So, but I'll never be there again. Ever.
Mhm.
Ever. Mm-mm. You don't get but one time. In this big grown age of mine, you don't get but one time. So there may be
Yeah.
some lies told from this point on. There may be some old, backdoor stuff going on from this point on. All I could say is if it didn't come out of my mouth 9 times out of 10, it didn't happen or it wasn't said. but I don't care.
Correct. Yeah, you get tired of, the niggas here because how low is you gonna go? So I ain't finna be doing the limbo with these motherfuckers. I'm not.
I'm not. And I'm not going back and forth. I don't go back and forth with the people that I love. Okay? I don't go back and forth with my husband. So what do I look like, man? So
yeah.
I don't have that.
That's what they consider content for whatever reason.
Well, you know what? Now I'm not gonna be so.
Today's a beautiful day. I'm going outside. I'm not going back and forth on no internet, baby. The summer is here.
Exactly.
Okay.
I spent the day today playing music, running errands, feeling the wind, thinking we was going to have a tornado, but then the sun comes back out. I'm like, God, you better do what you going to do then. But I'm here for it. Took that jacket off, felt that warm wind on my skin, and just drove up and down through the city, through the suburbs, just handling my business.
Yeah, I definitely let my roof back, honey. I let the roof back, window down. Exactly. One of my subscribers had got me a Panera gift card because I'm like, I don't do the PayPal and Zelle, but you can give me a virtual gift card all day.
Right.
Right. Yeah. And I went and got me my little the strawberry poppy seed salad from Panera. And a grilled cheese, girl. I was just as happy and content with that little light lunch and the warmth and the sun.
Yes. The Northeast got some sun today and a little bit of warmth. It's probably gonna snow tomorrow, but we'll deal with it if it happens.
I know it's literally 81 degrees right now. It's supposed to be a bad storm.
Yeah.
At 6 o'clock. But it didn't storm.
Okay.
So, no, actually it's 7:17, but yeah, it's still pretty light outside. It's not dark.
Right. Right.
I got all my windows open, girl, please.
It felt wonderful. It really did. It really, really did. It's 60 here. So you know how New York is. It could be 80 on Sunday and snowing by Tuesday. So, I haven't put my boots up just yet. And I still got my North Face coat hanging on the dining room chair. So,
I'm trying to tell you, still need it.
Yeah. There's really no telling. We've had snow the week of Mother's Day before. And we know that's in May. So, come on. Yeah, we have. We sure have. But I'm going to deal with it. It's God, it's nature. What can we do about it,
I don't care how the weather is, as long as I'm alive to see it.
That's right. I'm going to go outside and deal with it. All of it. And love on it. Okay. And let it love on me. We need that sun in our life. Go ahead.
People act like we not here for an allotted amount of time. And you don't know when your time is up. But I'm not, girl, every day I'm about to have a good one. I ain't messing with these damn people. I don't care if I be like my grandma and die at 100 years old, damn near, baby. I ain't finna be bothered with the BS for the next 40, 50 years, okay?
Girl, we talked about that earlier. We were talking about age earlier, and, we were talking about between 80 and 100 and that sort of thing. And my family's highest age was my grandmother. She was 83. And I said, if I get that far, thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, God. She drove her own vehicle right up until months before she died. So, you know what I mean? I'm cool with all that. But the fact of the matter is, we have more years behind us than we have in front of us. And I'm not going to waste those years on some nonsense. I'm not doing that. I'm not. I've got a 14-year-old up above me listening.
I ain't finna waste no minutes, hours, none of that. We ain't got it. No. It ain't worth it. Got it, but it ain't worth it. What are we doing? Arguing? Hell no. I could be in there hugging on my kids and looking at TV.
Absolutely. I was doing what I could have been doing. I was hitting stores and hitting the sales and getting my wardrobe, my spring and summer wardrobe ready for whenever my husband just want to pop out and drive to Canada for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
That's what I was doing, because he don't love nothing more than to see me go in the closet and pop a tag. Because all I wear is comfy clothes every day. That's all I wear. I take a shower and put on some more sweats in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
surely me.
Huh?
And that's surely me, but I'm gonna start getting dressed because I got too many wonderful pieces in that closet. Every day I could be looking like princess, okay?
I know that's
but
right.
I'm just I like my comfortable digs, you know?
Yeah. But if I'm stepping outside, I'm putting them on. So that's what I was doing today. I was hitting those sales and putting those ensembles together, thinking about a purse I built a wardrobe around that, and I thought about a pair of Coach shoes that I have, and I built an outfit around that, and I'm like, yeah, I put it together. That's what I did today. I went shopping for me, which is very rare.
And Nordstrom had a 70% off shoe sale.
Do they? I am a shoe and purse girl.
And you missed Saks off Fifth. You know, they completely closed down and offline.
Oh my God.
Yep, they still got them in the Flesh and Rosemont. But girl, like last month before they got offline, they dropped all the purses, everything they had.
Oh my! Don't make me cry. I hate to miss a sale. I hate to miss a sale.
Yep.
I hate that.
I missed it too. The purse part, because that was the last thing they let go, for the 70% and 80% off those purses. And when I logged on there, they had 4 purses left. Yeah. I say they tore them purses and shoes, the jewelry, because that's where I got my my Gucci watch and necklace and ring from Saks Off Fifth.
Wow. Yeah. See, I'm a Coach girl personally. My husband got me a Louis V about 2 weeks ago. Surprised me with it.
Yeah.
And he called me. He had his camera on. He said, "Which one you like?" And I said, "I like that one, but pick which one you want." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that was cool. But I'm a Coach girl myself. I love Coach. I don't care.
I love Coach too.
I love Coach. That's my shit. Yes. I love Coach. So I will go in the mall and snatch me a Coach in a minute. Rather it's the wallet, the purse. I do have to get me a belt though, because my husband have a belt and I'm not wearing his belt. I have to wear my own.
Yeah.
So, I got to get me a belt, but I have many wallets and things like that. But yeah, I'm a Coach girl personally. I think I don't like Gucci because I don't like red or green.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it is. Now, if I could find white with very minimum red and green in it, then I'm cool.
And that's my favorite part, the signature red and green ribbon.
Wow. Wow.
So you might be a Gucci Marmont girl with, just the solid colors and not none of the red and green.
Yes, I'm very plain like that. I am. My daughter tell me all the time, "Mom, you got to stop that." So in honor of her today, I got me a bright yellow shirt. I did.
Wow.
I did. Out of Target, I got a long sleeve, bright yellow, like a lightweight shirt. Just something to throw on with a cute, with a light blue pair of jeans, some damaged jeans, and a cute pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? Just a little 1-2, And I said, "Oh, she gonna be surprised when she see me in this, because I don't wear bright colors. I like white, but I don't wear a lot of bright colors. I don't."
Yeah.
So But yeah, I
Yeah.
am so happy you hopped up here, Trina. I'm very
Yeah,
surprised.
I just wanted to hop in and I was so shocked. I said, look at her go. She got the link down. She really moving on with the get on.
But my son helps me a lot too. Kelly
Yeah.
helped me a little bit. One night she was in the bushes and she saw me freaking out. And because she and I had done business together with her making my songs, she had my phone number and she called me. She said, Sean B. I said, yeah. She said, take a breath. Slow down. She said, do you smoke cigarettes? I said, yes, I do. She said, light a cigarette. We're going to figure it out. We're going to do it. And I said, okay. She had the patience. She just sat there. She told me piece by piece. She said, woosah. I said, Kelly, I'm about to throw this goddamn computer. She said, no, don't do that. But my son, he helps me as well. So, yeah, he helped me download the music to the computer, but and he helps me. And then I just sit here and I just click. I'm a stay-at-home wife and mom. So after I'm done doing what I'm gonna do around the house and whatever laundry I'm gonna do and those sorts of things, I sit here at the computer and I figure it out, you know. So I'm learning little at a time. I get overwhelmed, I turn this bitch off and I go find me something to watch on TV. So,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead and handle your business. I'm gonna drop down. I love watching the storm chasing.
Yes.
So that's what
Yes, absolutely. I like stuff like
what
that.
I'm
You
watching.
learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The forest fires that was happening in California, what was that, last year? When all of those all along Mulholland Drive and all Sunset and all over Palisades and all that stuff burnt up, girl, I was glued to the TV.
Yes, because I used to do mobile exams.
Okay.
And we would go to Tornado Alley all through Iowa, Galena, Illinois, all of those places,
Yes.
because we, most of the companies that we had were like steel mills, coal places, blue collar jobs,
Okay.
And girl, I used to be scared. Every time this time of year comes, I used to always make an excuse like I'm 1099. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I know that's right.
I cannot. And everybody clear but me? No.
She said, no, I need a day. I need a day today. This day, right now. I know that's right. Well, thank you for coming, boo.
Yes.
Thank
and
you.
So, yep, hit me up so I can we can go. Well, actually, I'm gonna just put a video out or whatever. Because I'm sure you're not the only one. Yeah.
Absolutely. I will definitely be in attendance and I'll let you know I'm there.
Okay, peace, Sean.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Let me speak to my people. Hey, Tina and Lady Mysterious. What's going on, Tay? Hey, Wanda. Smiley. Did you kiss my babies for me today, Smiley, at your daycare? You make sure you give them a big hug and you tell them Miss Sean B said hey and be good. Hey, y'all. Okay. Let me see if I can pronounce this right. Kilduff Cycling? I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay, niece. Hello, niece. Thank you for joining us. Yes. Hold on. Let me go back up. Hold on. Okay. Everybody speaking. Tay said that's the back end talking. Tay said, but people make Trina seem like she crazy. No, I know Trina not crazy. Trina is intelligent. and she's very outspoken, and she's just not meant to be quiet. Not if she don't want to be, and I respect all that. I said that last night. Absolutely. Tay said, but they try to make it seem like we can't come together as one, but we can't do that just with, we can do that just without the fake stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tina said, I'm so glad that I missed last night. Thank you, Lord, for letting me miss last night. Yeah, it was very unfortunate. It was. La Leslie went off too. She's sick of it. Yeah, I saw her go off. Absolutely. Tay said, at Trina, your opinion was it was a hot mess. Yes. Niece said, some channels are just messy. I agree. I agree. Um, at Tay, I see it was a hot mess express. Uh-huh. Trina, it was been going on off and on, been going on off and on for a minute. Tay said, but what's wrong with that? Oh, I guess she was responding to something we said. We all say that in the chat when it gets to that point. And that's what I was saying earlier, Tay. You know what I'm saying? How my name got sucked out of everyone that says that all the time, rather it's in the moment when it's happening or later on somebody else's channel. That's what they're saying about that channel. So how, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's one of the other reasons why I just calmed myself down, because it just was not making sense. It was not making sense out of everybody that could have been called on to dredge into that. They called my name. Like, are you serious? You know what I mean? Like, that's just not cool. Um, like Tay said, but what's wrong with that? We all say that in the chat when it gets to that point. Rhapsody said, Miss Sean B and all, she was saying hi. Tay said, and it's a lot of back end talking, and it's calling other people to the front stage for no reason. If you have a problem with someone, address them. Exactly. But I guess that was part of the scene. It was supposed to be a big spectacle. You know what I mean? I guess at some point, and I almost gave the crowd what I'm assuming was hoping that I would give. I almost gave it to him. I did. Because like I told y'all earlier, my first reaction was, I didn't say that. But if I did, it ain't no motherfucker on earth that's gonna do shit to me. Ain't nobody gonna kick my ass for what I said. I said something to that effect. And then she started screaming. She dropped me down to mute me. And I wasn't going to scream and holler anyway. I don't have to do that. I have my own channel. I can come and say whatever I want to say right here. Can't nobody cut me off. Can't nobody scream louder than me. Nobody can curse at me or disrespect me. I could have came right here, but I wasn't going to do that anyway. And so I sat in the chat, and like I said earlier, I gathered my composure and I spoke to me. And I heard me speak back. And then that's when I went back up there and I handled myself accordingly. Like a lady, like a woman who knows who she is, what she's worth, and the fact that this app gets turned off and I have a life. You know what I mean? I have a husband who loves me. I have a husband who adores me. A son who will do anything for me. And that's just the one in the house. We're not talking about the grown folks, my grown kids. Y'all have heard Boo Boo pop in on me like out of nowhere. Hey, Mom. You understand what I'm saying? But most importantly, I got me. My life is good. So I don't have to cuss and fuss and scream and holler and be abrasive and be aggressive and full of piss and vinegar and just attacking people for no reason. I don't have to disrespect people for no reason. I don't have to cause chaos. I don't have to do that. I don't need it for likes, views, subscribers. I don't. That's not why I created my channel. That's not. And that's not what's going to happen over here either. It's not. But I'm behind in these comments. Let me get to these. Tay said, I came at the end. I don't even know who called you to the front of the stage, which is wrong. The owner of the channel called me to the front of the stage. That's what I heard. Actually, I didn't hear it. That's what someone told me, that I was being called out. So shit, I turned Netflix off and I showed up. That's it. Rhonda White says, hey Queen. Rhonda says, hey Sean B in chat. Hey Trina. Tay says it's supposed to be about Romika in other cases. Yeah. That channel, because I'm not covering that case over here at all. Tay said it's supposed to be in the 80s all week in New York. Oh, enjoy it, girl, because I doubt that'll happen up north. I doubt it. I told you, we're northern and western New York, so. Tay said, Sean B in the city of New York, it's 78 right now. Tay, it's 60 degrees, so I'm gonna need you to pipe down, okay, hot ass? Tay said temp is not supposed to drop to the 40s until next Monday, but we'll see. Girl, it'll be 40s. Well, see, the strange thing here is I have to get up in the middle of the night. Well, I probably won't tonight because the heat is not even on. I think I turned it off night before last, and I haven't had to turn it back on. But for like 3 days on back, I've had to get up in the middle of the night and turn the heat off because it's warmer through the night and in the morning. And then right around 9:30, 10 o'clock, it starts to get cold again. And I have to turn the heat back on just to take the chill off the house. Tina says, live life like it's your last. Absolutely. Tina says, my client is 82 and I think of him every day. I thank God for him every day. I understand. Rhonda said, justice for Romika. Absolutely. Hey, Special K. Tay says, I said to Sean B earlier, the story with the mother that was in her 80s, still vibrant, just got her college degree, going bowling, everything, working. Her older son unalived her, and she took him. Well, how'd she take him back in if he unalived her, Tay? Explain that to me, baby. He had attacked her and she took him back in and then he unalived her? I'm assuming that's what you mean. Tina says, hey, I love a t-shirt and some sweatpants. That's what I wear to work every day. Comfortable. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Yes, Sex Off Fifth definitely closed down. They were selling everything. Yo, Tay, I get a whole headache. I had to take my hand off the mouse just to close my eyes. I get a whole headache when y'all say that to me. I am so upset I missed that sale. And you know what though? It's because I don't watch TV. Because if I watched TV, I would see the commercials about them going. And I'm surprised my husband didn't tell me. I really am. Special K said, now y'all speaking my language. Shopping. Absolutely. Tay said, wait a minute. Lady in here, did I speak to you, lady? Because if I didn't, I so apologize. I'm just looking at these dang comments. Where's lady at? Oh, there she is. Hey, Lady Mysterious. I don't know if I spoke or not, girl. I got a headache. I do. They talking about a girl missed a damn sale at Saks and shit. I got a whole headache. I really do. You know I love you, girl. You know I love you. Okay, y'all speaking. Yes. Okay. But Tay said, "At lady, I would love for Sean B to cover it. You gotta tell me what like I you didn't give me a name, Tay. You gotta give me a name, love. I love Bath and Body. That's what I like. That's what Tina said. Tina said, "Oh girl, I love red. I don't. I have a red maxi dress that I throw on to wear around the house every now and then for comfort when it's warm outside, but I don't particularly care for the color red. Do y'all like Kurt Greiger? They have nice stuff too. I'm gonna have to look that up. Never heard of that name. Tina, me too, my favorite. Tay said, "Hey, Ray from PA." She said, "Hey, y'all." Tay said, "I love Trina. Came over to check to see how you was doing. Not anyone else from their side came over, which is wrong. Girl, it's all good. It's all good. It is all good. You know, people's true colors come out even when you haven't done anything wrong. That's how my God shows me. That's how he favors me. That's how he favors us all that way. We just have to pay attention. You know what I mean? We just have to pay attention. So it's all right. I'm not mad. If they never come, it'll be too soon. Okay? Special K says queens fixing each other's crowns. That's what's up. Yes. Lady Mysterious says yes. Tay says Special K facts because she's the only one that came to check up on her to see if she was okay and said it was wrong. Tina says Sean B music is going to get me in trouble when I'm at work, girl. I love that song. I turned it up as loud as my phone could go. And my client sister tells me to turn my phone down. Okay, Tina, don't you be getting yourself in trouble at work. Don't do that. Tay said that was dope. She came over. Niece said, "Hey, Sean B. Hey, niece." Smiley said, "I will always love on them." I know that's right, Smiley. Yes. Tina said, "I don't care about what they say about me. Anyone they do, anyone that do it, understand it's crazy." I know that's right, Tina. I mean Trina. Damn it. Not Tina. I'm sorry, Miss Tina. I know that's right, Trina. Say that. She said, "Hey, Tay. Hey, everyone in the chat. At Trina, you a real one. Sometimes people can't take it." That's a fact. Trina said it was easy to detect the overlay because you remained calm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Trina said, yes. Starry Sean. I respect Trina so much. Rhonda said, we love our Trina. Absolutely. Absolutely. They were saying hashing it out. But when you invite the other side and they being disrespectful, then it's no hashing it out. Absolutely. I believe it was part of the play. It was to get me there and then start screaming and hollering and cussing and, all of that drama. And you don't affect me. Like you can't burn what's already on fire, right? You just can't do that. You can't damage what God creates. So nothing that they were trying to do last night was going to prosper. Nothing at all. And we see that today. So I've even gained subscribers just today. And it happens every time somebody try to break me down. because I don't come with nonsense. I don't come with drama. I don't come to disrespect anyone. I come with respect, uplifting, encouragement, and we gonna kick it and keep it real. Like, I mean, come on. Trina said, yes, I dig it. You did and should. Tay says, yes, we sure do. We do. Trina says, yes, absolutely. They can't, Tay said they can't take recognize real. Absolutely. That part. They not on Trina level. That's highest point said that part they are not on Trina level. Damn. Okay. Lady said, that was my first time hearing Trina, but I like how she was real. Real, recognize real. Love that. That is Trina's page right there, lady. Exposure 007. That's her page. I meant to have her drop her link and I could have posted it. I mean, pinned it because I don't know how to drop links, but I'm going to learn. But that's her link right there. If you see the exposure, in fact, let me post it right there. That's her link, her page, where she covers most of the Romika and the Romika case and other stuff. She talks about a lot of stuff, and she is very knowledgeable with the courts and papers and all that kind of stuff. I always said if I need somebody to help me work on something, I'm hiring Trina. That's a fact. Flying her right the fuck in. Tay said, lady, she is, and that's why they can't take her. Pamela said, good evening, everyone. Hey, Pamela Queen. How are you, boo? Missed you earlier. I missed you earlier, boo. Tay said, she took him back in. He was living with her. I don't know what the reason why he did it, but it's a story. I'm going to send it to you. Okay. Thank you, Tay. Send it to me. I'll definitely research it and we can cover it. Absolutely. Tina said, did y'all hear about that baby in Chicago where she was dropped off at a hospital? Was she alive? Because if she was alive, that's great. That's what these crazy monsters need to start doing. Dropping these babies off before they do to them what they're doing to them. Trina says some of the physical stores still open. Check your local area for sex. Right. Yes. We have one on our boulevard and in the mall, actually. Lisa says, good evening, Sean and everyone. Good evening, Queen. Good evening. Special K, I was in Kirk. Is it Greiger? On Sunday. I never heard of that brand. I'm going to ask my husband about that. Does he make men clothes? Because I don't know about it. The highest point said there is a real power in being unpredictable and uncontrollable. Absolutely. There's a real power in that. Absolutely. Nobody can control me. Not even my husband. Absolutely not. I went to jail. Let me see. How far along was I? I was pregnant with Doobie. Must have been November. So I was about 5 months pregnant. And I went to jail. And my husband was trying to get me to calm down, and I would not. I lost my shit. I did. And I went the fuck to jail. I cannot be controlled. I control me. And I'll accept the consequences of it. Either you gonna listen to me from now on, ain't you? He did. That's what he said to me. But yeah, I mean, shit. Police wasn't doing what the fuck they were supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker had put his hands on my son, my other son, at a football game, and the police wasn't doing what the fuck they were supposed to be doing. And the police said, y'all, wait a minute, you motherfuckers. And I said, your mama's a motherfucker. Motherfucker. I did. And my husband said, okay, come on, let's go. Let's go. That's all I said. And that motherfucking cop followed us to the other side of the goddamn football field. And my husband saw him coming. He saw him coming for me. And he put me in a bear hug. And he was like, no, not her, not her. That cop was like, man, let her go. She good as gold. Lady said, when you lit the match, expect the explosion. Absolutely. Smiley said, and that's why I gave Miss Shawn her flowers earlier. It takes more strength to hold your tongue than it did to scream and act a fool. I learned that. My grandmother used to say that. It's one thing for people to think away of you than for you to open up your mouth and remove all doubt. That's what my grandmother used to say. Lady Mysterious says, yes, I got it. Okay. Tay says, Sean B., I just sent the story to you. All right, well, I'll check my email after we're done here. Pamela said, did I miss much? Sorry, I've been missing some live. My children run me crazy. Baby, you better get with them babies. We'll wait. We ain't going nowhere. You get with those babies. Absolutely. You love on your babies while your babies can be loved on and while you can do the loving. Highest point, you responded. You didn't react. Boss moves. You know what, highest point? I don't know if you're a male or a female, but you need to be letting me know. It don't really matter because you come with some wisdom and some jewels, and I definitely respect it. I really do. But we ladies would like to know if we're amongst a fellow lady, or we want to know if we got another queen or a king in the house. We want to know. So can you tell us, highest point, please? Thank you. Special K said, also check online. Absolutely. Special K, I digs when I do my research. I dig. Yes, babe. Tina said, yes, the baby is alive. Okay, good, good. Then they did what the drop-off spots are for. They did what they were supposed to. Wanda said, hey, Queen Sean B in chat. Hey, Wanda, boo. Hey, hey, hey. All right, finally at the bottom. Special K said, I'm going to start emailing you the sales. Ooh, thank you. Ooh, girl. Have sex on 5th over there close to Livingston. You could try that store. I'm going to look it up. I'm writing it down right now. Sex near Livingston. That's a drive, but I'll go. I'm sure it will. Oh, Lexington. Oh. Lexington where, Tay? What you talking about, girl? Lexington? What do you mean? I thought you said Livingston. You said Lexington. What Lexington? Tay? You just lost me. In Manhattan. Well, I could look online. Yeah, I could look online. That's for sure. And check it out. So look, y'all. Remember earlier we were talking about Ashley Janae Robinson, right? Look what I found. This is supposed to be a demonstration of what the police and the doctors found when she was taken to the hospital. Now, I know y'all can't read what's in those boxes, right? But y'all can see around the neck. Y'all can see that. Y'all can see the lip. Y'all can see the drooping on the swelling on the side of her face where her eye is white. Y'all can see the swelling there, right? Y'all can see the red eye, the petechia. The petechia was in the eye and on the eyelid. This girl was beat up. You should have hear the other side. They were saying the man do that. What? Wait. Why would the man do that? Hey, listen. You see the scratching on her neck? On this neck right here? You see the fingers around the neck? I hope it's not another Diddy and Cassie case. I don't know. I don't know. But Diddy didn't do this to Cassie. You see the burns around her neck where the rope was? So first, there are 3 fingers. So that's indicative of trying to choke because here's the thumb on this side. You see what I'm saying? And then her face was all swollen. Let me tell y'all what some of those boxes say because I wrote it down. They said she had bald spots in her head. Okay? A bump or blunt force trauma to her head. Petechia to her eyeball and her eyelid. Swollen face, swollen lip. Scratch marks. Bruising behind her ear. Y'all see that dark mark right there? The side of the face where the red eye is. You see that dark mark below her ear? There was bruising there. That's why it's dark right there. The ligature marks. There was bleeding in her ear, bruising behind her ear, and a droopy eyelid. This girl was attacked. She didn't do all that to herself. She didn't do all that to herself. And why she got bald spots in her head? Like, come on, man. What'd she do? Beat herself in the head? She beat herself in the skull? That route mark looks too low to be a self. Exactly. The rope mark should be higher up if she did it herself. Exactly. And that's the right rope. I knew what you meant, boo. Shaking my head. Can't make this up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, no. Mm-mm. And the mother said that she did talk to him, and he says he don't know what happened. Excuse me? The hell you mean you don't know what happened? And they had to send for her. His rich ass did not bring her back home. He loved her so much, he wanted to marry her and spend the rest of his life with her, yet her family had to bring her home. How about that? Her family had to bring her home. Well, her family is flying down to figure out, mind you, they saying that they have a GoFundMe page. If that was your fiance and you cared about why are they creating and he's a rich man. Hello? That white man, this young girl, beautiful queen to death. Yes, and I am ashamed of my girl. Listen, all races have done it. All races have done it. Yeah, same thing Lulu said. Okay, Vanessa, let's go. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tina said, you know exactly what happened. Don't play dumb. See, that's what white folks do. They want to play dumb. Okay, Tina. We gonna let you say that, okay? We gonna let you speak for y'all, okay? Smiley said lies, all lies. Yeah. Yes. See, they didn't expect for something like this to come out. You know, I don't know why they don't expect it. These people, these monsters don't expect that these days. Nothing stays secret. You know, when you do something wrong to somebody that is so loved. She was a beautiful influencer. People followed her and mimicked her and took her advice on many different things. Like, she just didn't have to do that. She did not have to do that. I mean, he did not have to do that. He didn't. He should not have. Shouldn't have did that. I heard he was having money problems. He may have been. He may have been. And she found out and told him he was a fraud. Lost some millions. Wow. Special K, wow, because they were saying that he has money from like something with the Bitcoin. Yeah. That'll do it. Listen. I say all the time. Okay, so y'all remember when we had that big Exxon oil spill down in the Gulf? Ooh, about 15 years ago, maybe. Y'all remember that? Maybe before then, right? Well, the CEO of Exxon, he unalived himself when all that scandal was going on, and all those people were lost in that explosion, right? And so they knew that the lawsuits were going to come down. They knew it was going down. And he was going to lose. He stood to be bankrupt. And this was a very, very wealthy man. Very wealthy. And he stood to lose it all by the time all the lawsuits were finished. Insurance be damned. Especially once the negligence was uncovered. Which it was. He unalived himself. You know why? Because he stood to lose all that money. See, that's another thing that is so unfortunate for the people that are crabs in a bucket. Because if they stop to think, we, the survivors that have pulled ourselves out of our individual struggles, we're still good. It's the billionaires and the millionaires that if they lost their shit today, they wouldn't know how to breathe, let alone how to live. They would lose it. While we sitting there looking at them with a bologna sandwich in our hand, like, what's up? What's wrong with you? Like, really? Welcome. We've been waiting. That's how we gonna look at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you tripping because you lost some money? Motherfucker, millions have been living that way with the bare minimum. Lights getting cut off because they so busy trying to get sneakers for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Or the gas getting cut off because they got to pay the light bill. You know what I mean? I mean, like, seriously, do we pay the light bill or do we put dinner on the table? You know, winter coats for everybody because the kids grew out of their coats last year. Like, it's a lot of families living paycheck to paycheck, trying to squeeze $1 out of 15 cents. Dead ass. And they do it every day. They do it every day. They do it every day. All the time. They make it work. Hand-me-downs. But as long as there's love in the house, we make it through. And we grow up to be grown people. And we just try to do a little more and do it a little better than the people who raised us so that our struggle is a little easier. But we get through it. Them millionaires, them billionaires, man, listen. They'll cut their damn wrists. You kidding me? Man, they said in a minute, I'm out of here. I can't even take it. Okay? Tay said, lady, I was on TikTok a little while ago, and they had people from the country. They said that they let you buy a visa as long as you have money to get into the country. So who knows what else? Oh, my God. What else they would do? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. See, that's why I ain't going out the country. Man, shit. Out the country for what? Tay said, right. We know how to survive because we didn't have it. And then when we get it, we know how to survive still, even when we lose it. Exactly. Lady said, and the manager had called the officer because they feared for her because of him. Oh, yeah, well. I want to know what condition was she in when they separated them and put them in different villas. Let them tell it. See, because that's the other thing. You carry your happy ass over there to them other countries and something happened to you. The people over here are subjected to whatever narrative or whatever story they give, whatever story they tell. That's what we're subjected to. That's all we have to go on. That's it. And then by the time the body gets here, anybody that you pay to do an autopsy or whatever is subjected to what they receive. Right? And at that point, the people over there will be like, well, we didn't do it. That must have happened in transition. And it's just a clusterfuck. Like, seriously, that's why I ain't going. Rhonda White says she was young, beautiful girl. Can't understand why she was with this man. Money is not worth your life. It's not. It's not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. She was 31 years old, drop dead gorgeous. However, beauty on the outside don't mean you're beautiful on the inside. Let's keep it real, y'all. It doesn't. It doesn't. You're a rare flower if you're beautiful on the outside and in. I mean, like, her features were flawless. Like, she was flawless. Something, she had to have like a negative attitude. But check it out though. She's from New Jersey. She's from Jersey. Guess who else was from Jersey? Whitney Houston. Remember when y'all would hear Whitney Houston talk? She talked very differently from how she sung. She sung like a bird, but she spoke like an around the way girl. Whitney talked like a ghetto chick. Okay? Right? And so I listened to Ashley speak. There's a recording on YouTube of her, and she was talking about something. I forgot. And I was like, oh wow. So Highest Point said, hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. And on and on. Okay, wait a minute. Hard times create strong men. Okay. Strong men create good times. Okay. But good times create weak men. I'm lost on that part. Weak men create hard times. That's a fact. I'm lost on the good times creating weak men. That's the part I don't understand. Smiley said, that's how I feel. That's how I feel out the country for what? Like, seriously, I'm dead ass. I'm not going out the country. The only time I go out the country is when we drive right over, the bridges to go to Canada. That's it. I'm good. That's as far out the country as I'm going. That's a fact. Tay said, dark chocolate, beautiful woman. Yes, she was. 31 years old. She was beautiful, and now she's gone. Tay said, facts. Highest Point, you better cook, lady said. Tay said, highest point, facts. Lisa said, I'm lost. What happened to her? I missed a lot these past few days. Back and forth to Philly. Finally home for a week. Yo, poor Lisa. Lisa said, wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. What the were talking about Ashley Janae Robinson. She's the young, beautiful black girl who was an influencer. She moved from New Jersey to Miami, and she was featured in, she's in Lost in the Sauce. Yes. Come on, y'all. Let's pull her out. And she was not only was she an influencer, but she had an online, some kind of online shopping situation. Um, and she also was featured in some videos of some famous rappers. Now, I don't watch them, so I don't know. This is just what I've heard throughout. Lisa, don't you apologize, girl. That's what we here for. You don't say I'm sorry. And so this young lady, as beautiful as she is, as she was, she got involved with a dude, and this dude is Caucasian, but she got involved with him, and they went on a safari to Tanzania. And when they went to Tanzania, he proposed to her there on film, and she accepted it, apparently. And next thing you know, she was gone. Next thing you know, she was gone. They found her. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of her. What was I saying? And that's where they found her unalive. They found her dead while they were gone over in Tanzania. Yeah. And like I said, she's a beautiful girl, young girl, 31 years old. It just don't make any sense. I found a picture. I'm getting it together now. Like, it really just don't make any sense, y'all. Okay. I will go check it out. I'm listening. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, I still wanted to drop this picture though. But she was drop dead gorgeous. She just was. And apparently they got into some kind of argument. And yeah. And she was found unalive. And the diagram that I have on the screen now shows all of the damage that was done to her. Mm-hmm. And it's just not even cool. Hold on, I think I have one here. It's just not even cool. They shouldn't have did that to her. They should not have done that to her. Whoever did it, whatever happened to her, it shouldn't have. Look at this girl. She was beautiful. She was beautiful. Body was flawless. Like I was watching a photo shoot that she was doing, and she had on a thong. And y'all, listen, I am not gay, right? But I give credit where the fuck it's due. Like, I just do that, right? This girl's body was flawless. Like, she was flawless. She didn't have a dimple, a pimple, a blemish of color, nothing. Nothing. Just flawless. That's all I'm gonna say. And I can only imagine that he was proud to have this beauty on his arm. You know what I'm saying? Being the middle-aged white dude that he was, I can only imagine. Hell, a 30-year-old man, if he was purple, would have appreciated having this beauty on his arm. But something happened. Listen, nobody this goddamn pretty with all of this life going on. She moved from New Jersey to Miami. She was driving a Lamborghini. And she's drop dead gorgeous with no children, no husband, no nothing. What the hell is she gonna do that to herself for? Is she gonna go all the way to Tanzania and do it? That don't even make no damn sense. That don't even make sense. If she was gonna do that, she was gonna do that right here on United States soil where her family could come and get her and take care of her. But her and her mother had a beautiful relationship. Her mother said everything was fine. None of the family is saying that the mother is lying. So somebody that they need to stop that. They got to stop telling that lie. They do. They have to stop telling that lie. Okay, Tay said, but like I said, what puzzles me is why is the family creating a GoFundMe when he's supposed to be rich? But now that you're bringing it into attention that he might have been in debt makes you question that. Okay, so let's stop right there. Let's break that down. That's why, Tay. That's the reason for the GoFundMe. Okay? First of all, he was fronting. He was fronting. He may just be lying to them. He may have the money, right? Y'all got to remember, her family only knows what she told them. She only knows what she saw and what he told her. So he may have told the family that he's broke. All his money and assets and legal stuff may be in somebody else's name. His LLC may not be in his name. Y'all see what I'm saying? They may not be able to track it back to him. You just don't know. You just don't know. But what I do know is he did something to that girl. She did not do that to herself. This girl had too much going for herself. She just did. Listen, not only did she talk that talk, she walked that walk. Naomi Campbell ain't got nothing on this girl here. Like Naomi Campbell had her time. Ashley was the next coming of Naomi Campbell. Because see, what's the fact is, the skinny anorexic look, that shit's over. That shit went out at the end of the 90s. Don't nobody want nothing. Don't nobody want it. Only a dog want a bone. Okay? That anorexic shit, that don't work no more. Not for the black girl. It don't. This girl right here was about to blow up. But she wasn't going for somebody who couldn't match her swag. She wasn't. And I'm believing that she found out something. They got into it about something. But see, y'all can't forget though. People were saying that they were telling her what he was going to do to her. Gwen says he strangled her, used whatever clothing to put around her neck to claim she hung herself because it's the same hmm ligature marks. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've just got to delete this because of the language that you use, love. But thank you for joining us. Absolutely, Queen. Thank you for joining us. You're a new name. Welcome. I'm sorry I had to delete your comment. It was just because of the language, love. I also heard he was in a relationship. Wow, look at there, Special K. Look at there. Lady Mysterious said 50,000 to ship her home. Listen here, what? 50,000? Oh my God. Queen says, I also think he was going broke or lost a lot of money. He used her as a sacrifice to regain a spot back. Okay. Smiley said he shouldn't have let her go to a room by herself. It wasn't safe. No, he shouldn't have. A black woman that pretty over there? Man, listen. No little argument gonna cause a beautiful young lady to absolutely. Absolutely. Tay said because if he had it, he would have been tell he would have been telling the family because now that's your fiance, not your wife. You would have made sure the family and she was good. Um, I don't I don't understand what you're saying. If he had it, and listen, if he had it, if the money doesn't really matter, right? What matters is if he really loved her, this wouldn't have happened. That's the point. Okay, we start there. If he really loved her, that would not have happened, right? Okay, but it happened. So now let's go to the next thing. Why did the family have to find out the through customs with the passport situation, with all of the information that she had to fill out going overseas with the passport, the who to contact in case of an emergency, that sort of thing, right? Why didn't he call her family? He should have done that. There are a lot of things he should have done that proves he did not love her. A lot. She shouldn't have been alone. Um, he should have contacted the family. Now we get into the money situation about respecting her and making sure she make it home properly. Why didn't he bring her home? Why didn't he? Okay, he can't because it's in the middle of an investigation. Okay, I get it. Why didn't he pay for it? He's supposed to be so filthy rich. Why didn't he? But you got to consider all the other stuff first because then that answers that question, Tay, is what I'm saying. That's why. Because he didn't love her. Because if he did, none of this stuff before it would have happened. Smiley said it's hard to find the old owner of an LLC. Yes, it is. Especially if you bury it. Absolutely. Smiley, the manager separated them into different rooms because they was into it, meaning arguing. Yeah. Mighty funny after our proposal. Absolutely. Absolutely. He had money. He was taking her on these luxury trips. It looked like it anyway, Rhonda, right? Did y'all see that first class on that airplane? Shit. I thought they were on a yacht or something until I saw people sitting up front. I'm like, damn, that shit cozier than a mother. First class is the shit. But I would, and then first class all the way to Tanzania or whatever connecting situations they would have had to do. That's a long flight. That's a very long flight. And they were in the lap of luxury. Okay? They were definitely in the lap of luxury. So yeah, he got some coin. That's why I said he's probably telling them he broke. But I doubt mama believe in it though. I doubt mamas believe in that. Mama ain't stupid. Mama's not stupid. And the rest, the shit's gonna come out. The details are gonna come out. Absolutely. Queen said, I'm sorry, I can't date a white man, rich or middle class, because they're still part of their forefathers' bloodline. I understand, Queen. Tay said, mighty funny after the proposal. Yes. Yes, Drake, and it was another one. I want to say Rick Ross. I want to say Rick Ross, but I'm not exactly sure. But Drake was one of them. Yes. Tay said the family says she called them and was bragging about the proposal. Yeah, and she was supposedly happy. Yes, so happy. Yes. I don't see Ashley doing this to herself. I don't see it, Tina says. Absolutely, I don't either, Tina. They've raised 20,000. Okay. God bless them. God bless him. Because I'd be suing his ass for every fucking penny. I sure would. I'd sue his ass for every penny. It's definitely a lot of money coming from other countries to ship your body. I didn't know that. I did not. Hell, it don't cost that much to go over there. To take a trip, it don't cost 50,000, maybe 10, but not 50. Hell, you're in the cargo compartment. You're in the cargo compartment, packed on ice if they do it properly. You know what I mean? Why 50,000? That's not all that they're carrying. They can go fuck themselves if that's what they think somebody thinking. That is not all that they're carrying at all. If anybody wants to write a comment, be sure to be very careful. We are on an app. We don't want Sean B to get in trouble. Thank you. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, boo. I don't think it was on purpose, though. I just think some people just don't know. You know what I mean? And I don't want, there's a portion on YouTube on my account where I can put certain words that would prevent your comment, that would get your comment automatically removed. I would never even see it, right? But I don't want to do that because I don't want people to think that people are removing their comments, like my moderators or me. I don't want y'all to think that. So I have put 0 parameters on the words that you guys, I have put no words in that section of my channel. So I'm just asking that y'all just be mindful, right? Just be mindful. Lisa said, Tay, people in this world is crazy. Absolutely. Tay said it was people that is from that country. They were saying there's a lot of little fraudulent stuff going on where you can buy to get Lord have mercy. Tina said, I heard it was a pretty bad argument. So I'm wondering what they were arguing about. The argument I don't care about, but it leads into why she is gone. Absolutely, Tina. Absolutely. That is very important. Absolutely. What the hell were y'all arguing about? What were y'all arguing about? Because see, what y'all got to think about is, okay, sir, tell me what y'all were arguing about, right? And then I'm going to think in the back of my mind as an investigator who has looked at this girl's life over the years, how she has gone from dreaming of being beautiful to becoming beautiful to becoming an influencer to moving from Jersey to Miami to getting a Lamborghini to getting her own condo to just living the life in Miami to meeting this guy, dating him, taking a trip to Tanzania, to a different country, and then a little ass argument is going to make me want to unalive myself? Bullshit. Bullshit. I seen a live with someone from that country. They said if you come in there with a private jet and buy a visa, you're fine. Yeah, because you know what they see, Tay? That private jet. They know you got money. They pay attention to all of that kind of stuff. The highest point said, facts, Sean. Love is an action, a verb. Nothing about his actions showed love for her. Absolutely not. Nothing about his actions. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. And it's not going to fly. Lady said, Queen, I'm not gay either. But her A sugar was bad. It was. Her whole body was just flawless. Like, girl. Absolutely. Okay. Tanzania TZ News reported he was arrested and his passport was seized. Oh, I'm about to look that up right now. I'm about to look it up, baby. TMZ. Tanzania. Ashley Jenner, fiance arrested. You see. Let me see. You know who she look a lot like, y'all? She look a lot like what's her name? Whatchamacallit shot her in the foot. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Um, y'all know who I'm talking about. Look at her face, y'all. She looked like that rapper who Megan Thee Stallion. Yes. That's who she look a lot like. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ugh. Oh. I don't see anything.
Story everyone thinks they know, it might be missing the most important piece. 1 minute, she's glowing, engaged on a safari in Tanzania, turning 31, living the dream in a luxury villa. Then, silence. Ashley is found unresponsive, rushed to a hospital, and she's gone. And here is where it gets darker. Her family is in tears, saying this was not someone who would harm herself, and they're calling her passing suspicious.
Tell me the truth, where's your ass? This shit fucking hurt. I'm sorry, it hurts so bad.
But online, people are already pointing fingers.
Okay, I can't understand, dude. I'm sorry, y'all.
Her by the name of Ashley Janae, the 31-year-old.
Okay, no. Okay, no. No. Where the hell is what I asked for? Don't y'all hate that? Y'all put something in and all this other crap pop up. Like, who asked for this shit? I ain't asked for all these people. I just want to hear from TMZ. Okay, ABC, Chicago.
And now the details on the investigation into the death of Ashley Robinson. Her family is demanding answers after the influencer from South Jersey was found dead during a trip to Africa where she had just on this heartbreaking story, Cheyenne. Alicia, well, Ashley Robinson, she actually was raised locally in South Jersey, and now her death in Zanzibar is making headlines across the world. Well, today we spoke to her family in Delaware, who say they aren't getting answers from her fiance or officials in Tanzania about what happened to her.
Uncertainty, mystery, anger, sadness. It's like a part of me has been taken away.
On April 5th, influencer Ashley Robinson, who goes by Ashley Janae on social media, was celebrating her 31st birthday in Zanzibar, Tanzania. She was on the vacation with her boyfriend of 1 year, who popped the question just 2 days before.
We believe that they were in love. We believe that their relationship was genuine.
Ashley's mother says she never would have expected that less than a week later, her daughter would be dead. On April 8th, she says Ashley called, saying she and her fiance got into an argument and were moved to separate rooms. The next day, she received another call, this time from her fiance.
He told me that Ashley did something to herself and that she was being taken to the hospital. I said, what happened when? And he told me it had been 11 hours prior.
Hours later, the luxury hotel the couple was staying at called saying Ashley passed away. According to the hospital's medical report, Ashley had an unidentified mark around her neck. They wrote, quote, according to the husband, he found she hanged herself on the door with several question marks.
Sometime Jill went back to the room with security, and that's how they found her.
Ashley was also taken to a second hospital who listed her cause of death as cerebral hypoxia by strangulation and suffocation.
She's never done anything that would ever lead me to believe that she would do something to harm herself.
She was
That's
not
her mother, y'all.
discarded and forgotten about.
That was her mother.
And the family, as you just heard, they are just desperate for information. They tell us that they are requesting surveillance footage from the resort. They also say that they have contacted police, the consulate, and embassy, and have not heard back. No Action News, we also tried to contact Ashley's fiance, and we also did not get a response. The family says their next steps are going to Zanzibar themselves to try to get answers.
Okay, that was 10 hours ago. Let's see. Okay, this is Philadelphia news.
First, a New Jersey social media influencer dies during a trip overseas. Now her family is demanding answers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Natasha Brown. Ashley Robinson died during a trip to Africa with her fiance. Now, CBS News Philadelphia's Ross DiMattei spoke to her father, who is calling for a transparent investigation.
Nothing about it, just makes sense.
Hey,
It just doesn't add up.
Pictures posted on Ashley Robinson's Instagram account suggest a recent trip to Africa was meant to celebrate a birthday and engagement, but it ended in tragedy.
Just transparency, we have no idea what happened. We just don't know anything right now.
In an interview with CBS News, Robinson's parents say the influencer, who goes by Ashley Janae online, was traveling to Zanzibar with her fiance, Joe McCann, sharing happy moments just days before her death.
Everything that we knew was that she was supposed to be happy, and she was engaged. She celebrated her birthday thereafter, and then she's just gone.
Robinson's parents say they first found out something was wrong when McCann called them to tell them she was in the hospital, but details were limited.
He told me that something had occurred 11 hours prior to when he was reaching out to me.
Then they say communication stopped, and the next update came from the hotel telling them their daughter was dead.
The fiance did not reach out to us at all. We found out from the hotel, and that's devastating when your daughter's halfway around the world.
The family says they haven't heard anything from police or medical officials and still don't know what happened. They're calling for a full investigation, including a review of surveillance video.
There's cameras everywhere at a resort, and that would match his timeline. Just just do the investigation and let us know.
We're hurting, so we need to know. We just need to know. And we need to get her home.
Robinson's family tells me that they were at the embassy in Washington, D.C. today trying to get some answers about their daughter's death, but they did not receive any new information. They're hoping to get an update tomorrow that they can share with it.
See what I'm saying? They were at the embassy in D.C. trying to communicate with them and get some answers from the embassy in Africa, and they're not getting anything. That's why you will never get me any further than Canada. And that is because you guys, you can actually walk over the Peace Bridge. There is a portion where you can ride your bike or walk over the Peace Bridge, literally from New York to Canada. That is how close it is. That's how close it is. Canada is not far from New York at all. At all. It's not. You can walk over that bridge. It's a nice long stroll, but you can do it. Right? You can do it. People jog it all the time. People ride their bikes over there all the time. People who don't have cars or don't want to drive their car. They want to ride their bike, and it's beautiful over there along the water. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why you can't get me any further. No, ain't going. Nope, not going. Ain't nothing I want to see at all. Nothing. Nope, it don't fascinate me worth a damn. It don't. Okay, here's TMZ.
Lifestyle influencer Ashley Janae died during a trip to Zanzibar earlier this month, and now her family is demanding answers. Ashley's final posts on social media were of her celebrating her birthday with giraffes in Tanzania, Africa, and getting engaged to her boyfriend, Joseph McCann. But there's a local report claiming initial investigations determined Ashley took her own life during the trip after falling out with her fiance just days after he proposed. Joining me now are Ashley's parents, Harry and Yolanda, and their spouses. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys.
Thank you.
So local authorities in Zanzibar initially said that Ashley took her own life, but you guys released a statement saying that her death was suspicious. What do you think happened?
We're not too sure what happened. That's what we're trying to find out. I got 2 emails today from the embassy in Zanzibar that said the investigation is still ongoing. That they have not determined the cause of death yet at all, and the investigation is still ongoing and still pending right now. So nothing official has been released. That's what we're trying to find out. We just want answers.
What was the initial call like when you first learned that your daughter passed away?
The call was shocking. It was devastating and scary, honestly, because we don't know what's going on, what happened.
What did they relay to you at that time?
Well, the communication came to us from the Hotel Zuri Zanzibar, where they were staying. It didn't come from the hospital or from the police.
Have you guys since spoken to authorities or the embassy?
No, we've had little contact with the embassy, but no, not with the police.
So were you told anything about the manner as to how she passed away or what exactly led up to her passing?
Officially, we have not talked to any police or anybody in the medical field at all. Nothing.
What was it that the hotel initially told you guys?
That Joe McCann, who she was traveling with,
what?
That he had found her and that they had taken her to the hospital.
And then a follow-up call from the hotel several hours later. And I relaying that we just think it's very odd that our daughter is traveling with Joe and we don't hear anything from Joe.
Okay, y'all, I am about to show y'all a picture, and it's going to give you an idea as to why perhaps we were attracted to the man we were attracted to. I'm about to show y'all something. It's very telling. And I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but wait a minute. What just okay, thank you. Okay, this is acting stupid. And so go back to the regular size. Thank you very much. Discard. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Makes sense to me. A lot of times we are influenced by what we see. Right? Check this out. I am bringing it to ya. Where is it? Come on, there it is. What do y'all see? Huh? The mother and the father are in the middle. Their significant others are on the outside. The father's arm is on exactly. The father's arm is on his lady's leg, and the other man's arm is on the mother's leg. So that is probably where the attraction, Tina, yes. That's probably where the attraction for a white man comes from. Because he sees that she sees that her mother is being treated with love and respect. And I'm not saying that her father did not respect her mother. I don't know. We know that they wasn't together. You could look at this picture and see that. So that ain't speculation. This lady that's on the other side of the father, that's not their daughter, another daughter. Okay? I'm just calling it like I see it. Tay said, this is what makes you think. Why would she do that? Because she called her mother about the engagement. She called her mother when they got into an argument. Lady says, but when he say her legs shaking, you her man, you didn't run to her to help her? No, he did not. Apparently, he said he found her that way. Cindy Taylor says, we so close to the Peace Bridge. Oh, you are? You're close? No, we have to go to it, but I'm just saying, I'm not in that city, so we're not that close, but we can drive to that city and drive over that Peace Bridge. But on that Peace Bridge, you can walk over it and be in Canada. That's for sure. Tay says she ended up, Tay, she ended up with more than just a black eye. Okay? She ended up with more than a black eye. I want to know how they got this. How they got this diagram like that. I want to know how they got who. This picture came from Lionel B. Lionel B. He has his own channel. Great following, big following. I want to know how he got that. And if he's just pushing bullshit. Because the family just said that they haven't gotten, in fact, let me take this shit down. The family just said 43 minutes ago that they have not heard anything from the medical staff who examined their daughter. That's what they just said 43 minutes ago. So how the hell Lionel get that? I'm so sorry I showed that, y'all. I really am. And I'm about to erase it. I'm about to delete it. Because see, that makes me mad. Lisa Wilson said, "You're right about Canada and New York. I'm 2 hours from New York. And the way this world is, I will go back to Canada. I will not go back to Canada no time soon. Canada is safe, Lisa. Canada cool. Canada is cool. Okay, Canada is cool. It's over, you know what I mean? It's over, it's over there. That's where you run into problems. Going to Russia and Africa and China, that's where you run into problems. Yeah. For real, man. Listen. Oh, hi, but it is what it is. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Hi, but it is what it is. She said initially not touching, but showing unification. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us, love. What was the name of the hotel? I don't know. They will not say the name. I have not heard the name of the hotel. I have heard on a trip, overseas, Tanzania, Africa, in a villa in Africa. I've heard it described that way. But it was not a hotel like a building. They were like in a villa, like a hut kind of on the safari kind of situation, Cindy said, I am less than 45 minutes from Canada. Okay, boo. So you know the kind of weather we had today. Tay said, because it makes me question now that I remember another story. I just sent it to you with two girls that was trying to be, oh Lord, they were trying to become trafficking, or people were trying to traffic them. Tay, tell me. Yes, I think it was the same one. Rhapsody, hey boo. Hey baby. How are you? Rhapsody said, hey Sean B and all. Yeah, the weather was crazy today, Cindy, wasn't it? Did you at any point, just to let these folks know I don't be tripping, did you at any point think we were going to have a tornado? Like how gray, how dark, and how windy it was? That's what it gave me. And then it would get silent outside. And then the wind would pick right back up again. And then the sun would come out. Then it would get windy again, and you thought it was about to rain. Weather was crazy today. But it is what it is. Says that the hotel is Zuri Villa or something like that. Is what but it is what it is. Just said. Tay said they was trying to ex-traffic them. Okay, got you. Okay. You didn't get that feeling, Cindy? Okay, boo. All right. I did. That's for sure. Yes, the lady beside the father isn't looking at the camera. Absolutely. She is not. Well, maybe she might have just been blinking. It ain't no telling. Because that man next to the mama ain't looking at the camera either. She might have been looking down. It's a sad situation. She might have been looking down. She may have been blinking in that moment, but it was a video. So, might have just been my snapshot at the time. I don't know. Oh my goodness, y'all, I'm sleepy. It's almost 10 o'clock. And Lord, I ain't got to get up in the morning. I'm so glad I did everything I needed to do today. I really am. But at the end of the day, y'all, I really want us to, before we close, oh, wait. Tay said that girl got away. That girl got away. She had black eyes and everything. Got away? What do you mean? Like got away from the fight? I don't understand what you mean, Tay. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I apologize. Um, Now it makes you think about Tanzania. Yeah. Man, listen, it just solidified my already made decision. I'm not going over there. Mm-mm. No. So basically she was saying that she was rugged. She went to the front desk for something and then she woke up and was fighting for her life. Oh, I had not heard that. Wow. I had not heard that. It happened in the same country. Gotcha. It's crazy. It's crazy. But you guys, when you go to say your prayers tonight, really be conscious. Really be conscious of, okay, but I'll look at it, of the blessings that we have and that we far too often take for granted. We get to walk outside our door and we don't have to look over our shoulders. We don't have to worry about someone drugging our food or committing violence on us. We're in a country where they may not care very much about black women, but you make enough noise and they will. Over there in those other countries, we can't do that. We just can't. The embassy does not care if you don't have the money backing you. They don't care. That GoFundMe is very unfortunate because that tells those African people that these folks ain't got no money. It was that white man that had that money. And so that's who they're going to cling to. That's just the way it happens. I'm not saying that these people won't get to the bottom of what happened to their loved one. What I am saying is Africa ain't going to help them. And by the time they get her body back, there will be all kind of reasonable doubt. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? There will be all kinds of, yeah, we were in an argument, but I didn't do that. That must have happened, and I don't know nothing about that over there. And in order for the medical team, in order for them to give this family some concrete anything, the fact that they haven't told them, this is what we saw when we initially examined your daughter. The fact that they're not even saying that much tells you that the cover-up has already begun. And it's very, very scary. The cover-up has already begun. I'm afraid that this is going to be another Shanquella Robinson situation. And I hate it for them. I really do. I really, really do. They did that with the other story. The girl was from Maryland. Oh my God. Hold your babies close, y'all. Hug your babies. Somebody you haven't talked to in a while, give them a call. You know, just send them a little text message. Hey, just want you to know I love you. I ain't talked to you in a while. Do that. You know? Before we end up with another beautiful one like this. Tay said, me too. It's sad you can't go to another country to explore and have a good time. Yeah, no. But they can come over here and explore and have a good time. Ain't that something? They can come over here and do whatever it is that they want to do, but we can't go over there and be safe. Isn't that something? For that matter, isn't that what happened to Gerald Levert? He went overseas to a vacation in Africa and came back unalive. Tell me he had got sick, lost consciousness, and never regained. See what I'm saying? So, I ain't going for nothing. There's nothing over there I give a damn about. Y'all have, Highest Point said, y'all have a good night, family. Love, peace, and blessings to all. Same to you, love. Back at you. One of these days, you're going to tell us who you are. Your anonymous ass. It's all right, though. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all listen. And I'm a little thirsty because I've been sitting here in front of this computer. I'm going to make me some lemonade. I'm going to take me some ibuprofen. I got a headache, and I don't know why, but I do. I have a headache. And I am going to bid you guys a wonderful night. And thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all all. And I love you after that.
Yeah. Sean B on YouTube. Ooh, yeah. Late night on the screen, got the city lights low. Sean B bringing truth to the stories below. From New York with grace and a mind so wise, she can see through the dark, she can read through the lines. Every clue, every name, every twist, every turn, she be digging down deep till the realness burns. For the ones left behind, for the pain unseen, she be lifting those voices in between the scenes. So like, share, subscribe, let the real ones roll. Sean B on the case, going straight for the soul. On YouTube she shines, bringing truth to the few. When the world stays quiet, she comes breaking through. Like, share, subscribe, let the story breathe. Sean B got the light that the people need. Ooh, Sean B, true crime, baby. Tune in and watch the truth speak.